Welcome to Stogie Palace. I'm your host, Chris. Today I have the Hammer and Sickle Trademark Maduro, formerly known as the Icon. This is a 5x50 Robusto, which is probably about my favorite size. Supposedly medium strength. I hope that's the case because this has a San Andreas wrapper, which of course is one of my favorites. So a combination of those two things could be a really good thing. I've had it for about 3 weeks. I got it from the Cigar Authority Care Package once again. Did a straight cut. I hope that there's not going to be a problem with this wrapper. Looks like it's already coming undone right there. That's not good. It's got a good draw. It's got a zing to it for sure. A spicy sting, not sting, but I can feel it in my lips. It's good. I have to be careful every time I pull off of it. Nice smell along the body of it. So, hope this stays together. It's too bad that happened. Didn't cut it very deep either. So, once again, the Cigar Authority Care Package is 4 cigars for $19.99, including delivery. And so far, the 4 cigars in each batch have been worth way more than $19.99. I'll tell you that. This one retails for about $9. Binder and filler from Dominican Republic. It's made in Dominican Republic. And like I said, the wrapper's San Andreas Maduro. And I can taste it right off the bat, that San Andreas. The wrapper's having another issue right there. It's starting to come apart right there. So let's see. According to Half Wheel, they had to change the name from the Icon to the Trademark because of a trademark dispute with Cigars International. The Icon, and this is right off of their own website, is the Hammer and Sickle. That's the Icon. Small I guess is the best way to put that. There's still references to the Hammer and Sickle Icon on their website, but the actual icon itself, not the cigar, which is now called the Trademark, which got to give them credit for that. They had to change their name because of a trademark issue, and they trademarked the name Trademark. Great smoke output, perfect draw, great aroma. It's not your typical San Andreas though that I'm picking up. It's a little bit different. It might be the binder and filler in there that's making it different, but that's a lot of smoke. I got a fan back there because it's hot in here. It's also very dry. It's 16% humidity. This has been sitting in 65% for 3 weeks. So the rapid drop in 50% humidity from outside to inside may explain the wrapper having problems. But I do this all the time, so this doesn't usually happen, so I can't place entirely the blame on that. As you can see, I've been doing baseball, would be called a double clutch. Maybe in hockey too, maybe even in passing the football, but I have to do a double to almost triple puff to get what I want out of it. The first puff gets me mostly air. I can hear it too. Second one gets me what I want. If I go for the third, I'm getting a lot of smoke. So burn so far, it's a little uneven right there. I didn't notice that until just then. But I like the flavor so far. There is definitely more of a zing to it, some pepperiness that I'm used to with San Andreas. Said it wrong again, San Andreas. Getting that different flavor through the retrohale too. Try to figure out what that is. It's definitely more peppery than regular San Andreas, but so far I like the flavor, really like the aroma, I like the smoke output. Draws, not too bad. So let's keep going, see what happens. All right, about almost an hour into this Hammer and Sickle Trademark. I keep wanting to say Icon, but that's the former name. Trademark Maduro. I'm almost moving to the final third here. Mainly because I'm doing a concurrent video with this video about the name of the cigar, which I invite you to go see if you want to see that. It may offend you, it may not, but I just want to keep that separate from the review of the cigar itself. Right off the bat, that uneven burn I was showing you, it stayed uneven. It was canoeing pretty bad there right from the beginning, so I had to do a touch up there. And then when the ash came off, which the ash is holding on pretty good actually, but when it came off, it almost went out. I had to do a little relight, and then it canoed again right after that. And so, and of course, the wrapper's giving me issues. It burned right through that crack without a problem at all. I didn't even notice, so that was good. Flavor-wise, pretty mild, but consistent. No bitterness. I'll tell you what it reminds me a lot of. It might be because of the wrapper, but it reminds me a lot of the Nica Libre, which I don't know if I've done a review on that, video review of that, but I like that cigar, especially the price. It's pretty cheap, but this is a little smoother than that though, but it's having a little bit more construction issues with it. But the draw is good. Burn line, have to keep an eye on. Smoke output's good. Flavor, like I said, pretty mild. Nice aroma, although I think it might be picking up a little strength. Yeah, I love that San Andreas. It's such a nice smell coming off of the burn line. So, yeah, no harshness at all, no bitterness. I like it. Just a little leery about pulling off that little piece of wrapper because it's going to expose the binder. But so, a little bit further, give a final review of it, see how it goes. Well, I'm going to wrap up this review of this Hammer and Sickle Trademark Maduro. As you can see, I'm not getting a lot out of it right there. But the bigger issue is the construction. It's falling apart, really. It's squishing there. The wrapper's kind of a mess. And even though I didn't want to pull off any of the wrapper to expose the binder, it didn't matter. It was cracking and coming apart. So it's a thin wrapper. So the funny thing about this is the wrapper is a high point and a low point. High point because I like the aroma and the flavor of San Andreas, and this is a pretty decent one, but it's a very thin San Andreas, and it's not holding up very well at all. It's kind of a mess right now. Not giving me a whole lot there. A lot of work, and I'm pretty much done with it. This is an hour and 15 minutes in. Should have gone longer, but it's just not holding up. Like I said, 16% humidity out here. So let's get to the particulars. As far as the appearance goes, don't really care for the logo, but didn't really mark it down for that. Very toothy wrapper. One of the most toothy wrappers I've ever seen. Run your fingers across, it's almost like sandpaper, very rough, but that's okay. I'm willing to give that wrapper some slack because I like it so much. Burn was mostly okay, not terrific. Had to relight, and I probably need to again, but it's just coming apart. Aroma's great, love the aroma. Flavor, pretty mild, not a whole lot to it. I mean, it's like I said, never harsh, never bitter, just smooth. It's pretty nice. Overall, the wrapper is the big issue. Well, the construction overall, I mean, it's just coming apart. There goes the rest of the wrapper. So now I'm binder, which I don't like smoking binder. It's usually a little rougher. So construction's a big issue here. The burn line, like I said, canoed a couple times. I would say strength-wise, probably medium plus. I ended up giving it, and it's kind of high considering because I usually grade quite a bit down on construction. That's one of the biggest things I mark down on because your tastes may be completely different. But I ended up giving it a 93 just based on previous reviews I've done because it's the innards of the cigar are good, the wrapper is good as far as flavor and aroma and everything, but too much babying going on here, and it pretty much crumbling here at the end. That should still be another 20 minutes of cigar there. Now I'm down to binder. Really not getting much out of there. It's completely, now the binder's even coming apart. So yeah, the 93's lots, that's based on other cigars I've had that maybe were constructed better but didn't taste as good or didn't have as good of aroma. So that's it. I think I'm pretty much done with it, even though there's quite a bit left. That's not really good value. Anyway, this has been the Hammer and Sickle Trademark Maduro. This is Chris at Stogie Palace. Getting nothing but bits in my mouth now, so guess I'm done with that. It's too bad. But thanks for watching. Check out my other videos, especially the one where I talk more about the brand name. And I'll talk to you later.